We're covering the wildfire crisis in British Columbia, and it is serious. Right now, there are 130 active wildfires burning across the province. Of those, 57 are completely out of control. And unfortunately, the weather over the next 3 days is not going to help firefighters at all. We're expecting more heat, dry conditions, and even the risk of dry lightning starting brand new fires. This is one of the most serious wildfire situations British Columbia has seen in years. Let's walk through it together. The overall picture. As of this morning, August 3rd, 2026, BC Wildfire Service is tracking 130 fires across the province. 57 fires are out of control, meaning firefighters have not stopped them from spreading. 22 fires are being held. Crews have them somewhat contained, but not fully. 51 fires are under control. This is the good news. Out of all 130 fires, 6 are officially called wildfires of note. This simply means these 6 fires are either very visible, spreading very fast, or putting people's safety at risk. These are the ones we'll focus on. Why the weather made things worse. Over the weekend, a storm system moved through southern BC. It brought strong winds and something called dry lightning. Lightning that comes from a storm where the rain evaporates before it hits the ground. So you get the spark that can start a fire, but none of the rain that would help put it out. More than 2,200 lightning strikes hit the province over the weekend. That started 22 new fires in a single day, and 10 of those are still out of control. Firefighters are also warning that some lightning-started fires may be quietly smoldering underground right now without any visible smoke, and they could flare up later this week when it gets hot and dry again. Region by region, where the fires are burning. The Cariboo region, the center of the crisis. The Pearl Lake fire has burned over 115,000 hectares. That's about 1.5 times the size of the city of Calgary. It's been burning since July 17th near Clinton, along with 2 nearby fires, French Bar Creek and Rim Lake. It's part of what's called the Big Bar Complex, which together covers almost 160,000 hectares. All 3 fires are out of control. An emergency alert has been issued for the Thompson-Nicola area and the village of Clinton. Firefighters have sent a massive response here. Over 2,100 firefighters, more than 200 people protecting structures, 24 helicopters, and 86 pieces of heavy equipment. The Okanagan region, the Bradley Creek fire, is the one making headlines, and for good reason. It went from a small fire to a major crisis in less than 48 hours. It started late on July 31st near Okanagan Lake, west of Vernon. By Saturday, it had grown to over 1,000 hectares. By Sunday, it had more than doubled to over 2,600 hectares. The cause? Wind, gusts up to 115 kilometers per hour. The wind changed direction twice on Saturday, first pushing the fire toward homes along Okanagan Lake, then shifting again and pushing the fire across Highway 97. Important travel warning. Highway 97 is closed between the Highway 97A junction and Salmon River Road, with no timeline for reopening. If you're planning to drive between Kamloops and Vernon, please check Drive BC before heading out. Do not attempt this route right now. Homes along the west shore of Okanagan Lake have already been destroyed. Evacuation orders are in place for several communities, including the Okanagan Indian Band, the township of Spalumcheen, and parts of the North Okanagan area. The city of Vernon has opened an emergency shelter at Cal Tire Place, where about 250 evacuees have already registered for food and water. Nearby, the Quilpalak Creek fire started August 1st and is believed to be human-caused. It has knocked out power for about 1,475 households and forced more evacuations. Because of these fires, West Side Road is now closed along its entire length. The Fraser Canyon, the Brunswick Creek fire has been burning since early July near Boston Bar and is one of the longest-running fires in the province. Evacuation orders remain in place there, and for the nearby Anderson Creek fire. The Southeast region, the most fires in one area, this region has more than 30 active out-of-control fires concentrated around the Kootenay area, including Tower Creek, Matthew Creek, Jumbo Creek, and several others. Most started from lightning between July 17th and late July.
By Sunday,
Evacuation information is active for both East and Central Kootenay. What the weather has in store. Starting today, Monday, the little bit of rain from the weekend is clearing out fast, and it wasn't nearly enough to lower the fire danger. Smoke will be blowing into southern parts of BC through Monday, so if you're in the Okanagan, Thompson, or Kootenay regions, expect poor air quality. Check the Air Quality Health Index, and if you have breathing problems, please stay indoors Tuesday and Wednesday. Here's the concerning part. Hot, dry, windy weather is building across the interior again. Fire danger is expected to stay at high to extreme levels across most of the southern interior. And remember those hidden, smoldering fires we mentioned earlier? As temperatures rise and humidity drops on Tuesday and Wednesday, those fires could suddenly wake up with no visible warning beforehand. Fire officials say this is a real concern heading into this week. Looking further ahead, there's no meaningful rain in the forecast. The drought affecting the Okanagan, Chilcotin, and South Thompson regions has lasted several years, and a small amount of rain won't fix it. Officials say the ground is as dry as it's ever been, comparable to some of the worst fire years on record, 2017, 2018, and 2021. August is usually the worst month for wildfires in BC, and we're heading into it with 130 active fires already burning, a province-wide drought, and no rain in sight. Important safety information: Highway 97 is closed near Vernon, between Highway 97A and Salmon River Road. No reopening timeline. Highway 97 is also closed near Clinton, between Loon Lake Road and 76 Mile Frontage Road. No reopening timeline. West Side Road is closed along its entire length. Always check Drive BC before traveling anywhere in the interior or near the Fraser Canyon. If you are under an evacuation alert, please pack a bag now. Don't wait until an evacuation order to start getting ready. Sign up for your community's emergency alert system, and if you get a BC emergency alert on your phone, take it seriously. It's real. If you need help as an evacuee, call the BC Evacuee Helpline at 1-800-387-4258. British Columbia is facing one of its worst wildfire situations in years. 130 active fires, 57 out of control, 6 major fires threatening communities, 2 sections of Highway 97 closed with no end in sight, more than 5,000 people evacuated, and 8,500 properties under evacuation orders or alerts. No relief in the weather forecast for at least the next week. This is a fast-changing situation, and we'll keep bringing you updates as it develops. Please stay safe out there.